Neil Harbisson is colourblind, a challenge for anyone, let alone an artist. Harbisson, born in the UK but raised in Catalonia, Spain, was diagnosed early in life with achromatopsia, which means he sees no colour. But where his eyes might no longer be able to sense different parts of the colour spectrum, his ears have stepped in. An antenna, sometimes known as an eyeborg, was installed by doctors into Harbisson's head. The antenna can detect different parts of the spectrum, interpreting them and then transmitting messages into Harbisson's brain, which receives them and translates them into sounds that are played into his ears via the cochlea.
So it basically picks up the light frequency in front of me, and then it sends it to a chip, and the chip transforms the light frequency into sound frequency, and then I hear colors through bone conduction. Because bone can conduct sound, so instead of using my ears to hear color, I use my bone, and then my inner ear hears color. So it's a different type of sound perception. It's visual sounds that go through bone conduction, and then the audio sounds come through air conduction.
The idea came about while Harbisson was studying at Dartington College of Arts in Devon, and ultimately turned into a project he worked on with Adam Montaden, a Plymouth University student. In 2004, Harbisson had the eyeborg permanently attached to his head. Since then, he's had 10 different antennas as he changes or upgrades the eye every few years. In many ways, it's a body part that keeps evolving.
So when I look at art, I can hear the art piece. So to me, painters have become composers, so I can actually hear Picasso or an Andy Warhol or this art piece that for me is just different notes. For example, here it sounds higher pitch. Here we have F sharp, F, A, so it's different notes, and there's many silences in between because black is silence. So it's actually a very musical painting. Yes.
Harbisson has developed an app to allow people to experience colour in the same way as him, using a smartphone's camera to analyse colour and transform it into a sound that is played through the smartphone's speaker. Not content with being able to interpret colour, Harbisson assumed the challenge of trying to translate the sounds he hears and interprets them when he sees colours through the conduction of an orchestral performance. The culmination of the challenge was a performance in Barcelona's Palau de la Música, where a small crowd came to see the light show used to play Harbisson's own composition.